Africa has a population of 1 billion people. In 2011, McKinsey reported that Africa's collective GDP was over $1.6 trillion and that by 2020 it will rise to $2.6 trillion. One of the world's fastest growing economies, Africa's combined consumer spending in 2011 was $1 trillion. By 2020, it will be expected to hit $1.4 trillion. By the same year, it's expected that 128 million households will have discretionary spending power. And for this reason, Africa is seen commercially to be the place to establish a trading presence. To manage this growth activity and create community-based self-sufficiency, Africa has to first address a number of its legacy issues. Specifically, these are security, protection and enforcement, infrastructure and agriculture, enterprise and employment, manufacture and engineering, leadership, and lastly, renewable energy and natural energy. Nigeria is one of Africa's largest and fastest growing economies, with a population of 170 million people and a GDP expected to reach $8 billion by 2020. It continues to invest heavily in infrastructure, services and utilities, with a political objective to become the hub of Africa by 2020. Part of that investment now includes the implementation of Activate Change. When you look at Nigeria's challenges, it's a big place with many people and a high level of poverty. So it all comes down to skills acquisition and an ability to earn money that makes people self-sufficient. Africa Centre for Human Capital Development is Ajaokuta, and what we're creating in Ajaokuta is a development centre and an Africa gateway. Now, the ability then to train and support people back into communities all over Nigeria from Ajaokuta is something that is really at the core of what we're offering. This next video shows you the insight into the development centre, a range of skills academies and support mechanisms that we're starting to put in there, and as you'll see later, the ability then to start to make real employability a reality for Nigeria. Ajaokuta is a region within Kogi State. Located in the west of the country, Kogi is one of Nigeria's 36 states and is a richly agricultural area. It boasts the largest integrated steel company in West Africa. Recognised as a national asset, the Ajaokuta Steel Company sits in 240 square kilometres, having opened in 1983 at a cost then of $7 billion. However, Nigeria has yet to fully utilise this steelworks, and in 2013 political efforts began to create federal government investment of $1 billion to revive its operations. In August 2013, Activate Change facilitated a public-private partnership agreement to revive the steelworks' 14-acre purpose-built and unused training centre. The centre was originally scaled to train over 3,000 people per day. It incorporates a 500 bungalow housing estate, a power station, a sports centre and a sprawling site of workshops, classrooms and lecture buildings. The partnership agreement engages Activate Change to create an African Centre for Human Capital Development. Activate Change leads the refurbishment programme for the site and will create 6 very specific development academies to address the African legacy issues. Ajaokuta is a high-profile federal government location that is integral to future economic and community self-sufficiency development of the country. Activate Change will support coordinated and focused public relations, marketing and events management activities, leveraging the federal government's own PR and media operations across Africa. And it has a number of collaboration agreements in place with leading training and development brands to establish them within the 6 academies in Ajaokuta for the provision of accredited courses and for long-term resource networks. As a Centre for Excellence, each year a number of trade summits, seminars and exhibitions will take place to showcase the ACHCD and the brands that support it. VIPs from the Pan-African Parliament will be regular visitors to see the latest in innovation and best practices in the areas of security, construction, agriculture, renewable and natural energy management, and micro-community enterprise development. For many, what you see before you is a giant undertaking, but the fact that it's wrapped within a public-private partnership agreement with the federal government and utilising the steelworks of Ajaokuta's enormous assets means that we have the foundations. The provision of the portfolio of brands that come to do the training and the high level of acquisition of skills that we bring means that we're able to meet the need. African Centre for Human Capital Development is now live and it's real in Nigeria. The intent is to start to make the community impact that is so needed, and by therefore doing so, make the impact on Nigeria. Enjoy this website, all the facts and figures are there for you to see, and do come back to see the regular updates as we progress down this exciting journey.